The Yakima Domestic Violence Coalition has brought together police, courts, and community services to help provide wraparound services for victims of intimate partner violence and their children, including at school. KV's Emily Goodell talked to organizers about how the program works.
The kids at Yakima's Barge Lincoln Elementary have hopes and dreams and joy, but many come from difficult situations.
Food insecurity, housing insecurity, domestic violence, parental sobriety, financial stresses. We are not just educating minds, we are social workers as well.
For some, runaway siblings and police visits to the house are all too common, and it affects how they act at school.
It could present itself with tears. It could present itself with emotional outbursts, being withdrawn.
If the teachers don't know why, they might not know how to help. That's where the Handle with Care program comes in.
As the building principal, I get an email notification every morning of who the Yakima Police Department was involved with.
No specifics, just assigned to teachers to look out for that student, including making sure they're at school. Last fall, the school got 2 notifications in 2 days for one third grader who always showed up to school. But that Monday,
when he didn't show up by lunchtime, I made sure that we had some of our liaisons go out and find out where he was.
At home with his dad, who told them the boy had been in the hospital with flu symptoms and was still sick.
He wouldn't open the door for us to see the child, so we were luckily able to convince Dad, why don't you take him back
to the hospital, where the third grader tested positive for meth.
Yeah, I don't want to think about what would have happened because the parent would not have disclosed, because he just was reunified, so he still had social workers involved in his house, right? And so sadly, I believe it would have been a tragedy without these Handle with Care notifications.
The program, great for pointing out which students need extra support, but has shined a light on the lack of resources for parents.
We need families being able to access services for anger management, for behavioral supports, for mental health supports, whether that's for the household or the child. And we just need community involvement.
Including more volunteers in the building to connect with and mentor students to make sure, no matter their circumstances, that they have the support they need to be successful. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, KVU Local News.
Now, the Yakima Domestic Violence Coalition meets monthly. The meetings are open to the public. The next one is coming up in July.